Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Happy August 1st. I did something wicked smart today. And I got ready for work first. I'm not saying I'm a genius or anything, but all I have to do is put on my shoes and walk, and another shirt, walk out the door. So, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for helping me bring some clear, guided messages to the collective today. We're going to do a spread. We're going to do who is projecting the evil eye on you. So this will be for anyone who feels like, I don't know, feeling like kind of something's off, like, you know, you feel like you can't get out of your own way, and it's like, I don't know, you feel like someone has an evil eye on you. Yeah, we'll check it out. So, evil eye, can it be someone literally doing magic? Sure. Sure. Absolutely. But it's also people gossiping about you, people talking about you, or even having resentment or, you know, negative thoughts towards you, envious thoughts towards you, you know, anything like that. That's energy they're putting out there, and depending on the, you know, intensity, and depending on the person, it can be impactful. Especially because sometimes things happen you don't necessarily, well, the person doesn't necessarily know that's the consequences of their actions, you know. Sometimes we just say things in anger, like, oh, I fucking hate you, you know, I wish blah blah blah. You've got to be careful with what comes out of your mouth. I had an instance, and my ex can attest to it, that I wished something and it happened, and it could have killed the person, and it didn't. They didn't get hurt at all. But he came home and was like, yo. I was like, what? Ever since that day, I'm really careful with what kind of comes out of my mouth when I'm angry. I can't prove it, that it's connected, but it was a very big coincidence. It was a very big coincidence. That being said, let's see. So I'm going to see, I want to pull like 3 cards from this deck to start and see kind of like what's the vibe that we're getting into. I'm so happy it's Friday. So happy it's Friday. I have been exhausted. And I don't know why. Because there's no reason. I go to sleep early. I get up early, but I go to sleep at a decent time. But man, my friend at work said I'm probably dehydrated. She's probably right. That'll make you tired. Being dehydrated will do so many things to you. It's terrible, and I know I am. I know I am. I just live dehydrated. I was born dehydrated. He just added water to me. Okay. Good morning, Spirit. Let's get a little vibe check before we start the spread here. Tell me what's going on with my collective today. I'm not going to say I'm going to do earth science, because I feel like once I feel like I have to do something, I'm like, I'm not doing it. My brain. So it'll happen when it does. I'm going to look up what that card is, the love card. Because in the last reading I assumed it was strength, because it looks like a strength card. But apparently it's not. That's okay. I think, like I said, when you read the cards, even when you're reading them like a traditional deck, with like the definite, you know what the cards are, it's not always what the message is. If that makes sense. It's kind of, you have to take it, sometimes it's using the images on the card to get the message across, you know, to go with whatever it is. However they can get you to make sense of it. I can't explain it. So I don't think reading this card as a strength card is what I'm saying. In the last reading I did is wrong. I think it was presented to me the way I would interpret it. Your guides know. You know what I mean? Or no, they know how you're gonna interpret things. That's too many. Because, for instance, I always take the Ten of Wands as an example, because it's a good polar opposite. It can either be lugging those wands to the end, or like pushing them because you're like so happy to be done, you know, depends on the vibe. Thank you, Spirit. Can I just have 2 more, please? I'll stop talking, I'm sorry. I was trying to talk and shuffle. Multitask, right? Thank you. I'm full. And just one more. Just, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on there? You're getting all fumbly on me now. What's going on? So the Fool is kind of like you're deciding like what your journey is going to be. It's like the prelude. 8 of Air. Let me see what this love card is supposed to be. I don't think it's over here. I know what to do. I know how to figure it out. It's the Lovers. That makes sense. Okay. So, you're up against a big decision. And that makes sense. And the Fool being kind of like the pause before the journey begins. And then Eight of Air, you're it's the Eight of Swords. You're like stuck in your head. Trying to make this decision, maybe deciding which path to take, because this is literally like pre-starting line. This is like choosing your classes. Time. There's always something going off. So what's the vibe? And where this is for the evil eye, I'm curious to see how it ties in. Maybe maybe it's kind of like whatever decision you make, you're gonna have to deal with the people who come along with that. Do you know what I mean? And maybe it's like two very different sets of people. Maybe you don't know either one really well. And trying to figure out who has your best intentions at heart. Let's see. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Air, so it's bothering you. It's keeping you up at night. You're like stuck in your head about it day and night. Day and night. It's true, you'd be keeping stress in your mind. Alright. My new deck is really pretty, but the words are small and in cursive. So I probably can't read it well. So I'm not gonna. I'll use my other new deck. I got a new deck. This is the first new deck I already told you guys about. But I got another one. I get tricked by these like fantasy looking decks. And then they come in, they're all derpy. They're pretty. But it's very, it's not a phase, Mom. I feel like I recognize the font, like that was definitely made on someone's phone. Okay. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's see who, if anybody, somebody must be. This is the spread that called me. Usually, I haven't even been doing spreads lately. And I was like, let me do a spread. And I was thinking about doing a different one. And then I flipped the page and I was like, yeah, let me do this one. So someone must need to know. Someone was coming through the other day with like the aftermath of like tower. Kind of dealing with that. I was gonna write it down, but I didn't. My problem is I can get all these things done, but from the time I think I should do this, and then I think about, should I do it? Like, do I have enough time? What do I have to do? By the time I do all that, I don't have enough time, and that's what happens. I have to stop thinking about things so much and just do it. Okay, Spirit, let's see. These aren't really awesome and clear either. I like the traditional cards, I think, the best. So we're laying out now who is projecting the evil eye on you, why, and then how are they doing this? I'm gonna get this one out of the way. Sometimes I feel like the spread's kind of moving me along a little bit too. Kind of. I always make these spreads like crazy big. Like I have all this room. I don't. How to best get you back. How to best deal with it. I don't know why they made me put him back, but as soon as it came out, they were like, nope. That was weird. That was really weird. I had to stop for a second after, like, why did I do that? Fucking weird shit. It's so weird. Okay. Even I think it's weird. When things like that happen, I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. Alright, looking good. Let's take a look. I always like to add a little message from your future self. I'm going to stick this over here. No, I'll put it over here so it's out of the way. bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. I think maybe I'll move this. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. So who is projecting the evil eye on you? Ten of Pentacles. Family. That's how I'm taking it. And what's really standing out to me is the dogs. The dogs and the old man. And sometimes I don't even see the old man. Sometimes I can't even see him if I want to. It's really weird because he's kind of like, the card's really busy. This one's kind of a good example because you can kind of see the white. Sometimes I can't see him. I remember the first time I noticed him, I'm like, there's someone else in this card. And sometimes I can't see him. This is like very much standing out to me. And so this looks like a little clown toy, if that means anything to anybody. Almost like a marionette, or like a Pinocchio doll, like one that will, like, you know, that's how I'm seeing it. Like it's like I forget the word for it, but all the parts move like this. And look, I feel like this is, someone in your family doesn't approve of something. And they're like judging you, because this is supposed to be like happy family, whatever. I feel like this guy is like, looking at these two. And the dogs in this picture, the tails are like straight out but down, and that, I feel like their attention, like waiting for orders. Like that's like the negative energy, that's like the evil eye waiting to be like, okay, what do you want us to do? You know? So it could be somebody, an elder of some sort in your family. Or someone's family, maybe your significant other's family. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's your partner's family. Maybe it's like a class thing. Well, let's find out. So for why, we have Temperance, the Sun, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's like they don't like you because like you bring in balance to a situation and you shed light upon things and you're like honest and you're going after what you love and things like that. This is like all good things, but if I'm gonna take it, if this is like your significant other's family, it could be because you came in, the Knight of Cups, going after what you love is also like a love offer coming in. Shoot, I hope that didn't record. My alarm. Shoot. We'll find out. I think they don't like you because they think you just came in here and Lord, maybe their literal son. Or you like came in and like, yeah, Lord their son, but maybe you like woke him up to like a different way of like being, right? Maybe. So how are they doing this to you? I think they are, yeah, I think they're definitely talking about you. Definitely talking about the dislike of the situation, right? We get the Knight of Swords. It's almost like they're trying to plant the seed of an image of you in people's minds before you get there. Like they're like, how can I stop this, right? Yeah. And then you have the Five of Swords, so it's like a win at all cost thing. They don't care who they're hurting. They don't care if they're son or daughter. This could be, I don't do gender things. It's like however it fits, gets hurt. They're like, they'll find somebody else. And then the Eight of Wands, it's coming in fast. They're throwing daggers at you. In this instance, this is another good instance how it can be a couple things, because on the positive side, the Eight of Wands is like your manifestations are coming in, everything you manifest. For this, it's like, I feel like they're weapons. They're trying to do a negative manifest. That's the evil eye. That's the evil eye that's thrown at you. Wow. How to best deal with this. Spirit saying, have a sit down. Break some bread. And we have the Two of Cups, the Devil, and the Hermit. Wow, this is very cohesive. I feel like, you know, Spirit's telling you. Talk to them. Like, what's up? What is your issue? So, a lot of times people like that when they're confronted. They're not going to tell you what their issue is. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Or, no, they're not going to tell you. They will never, ever, 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 ever admit out of their mouth something that they feel will make them look bad in the eyes of other people. Right? There are people who will not do certain things just for the fear that if they get caught, they'll look bad in the eyes of other people. Not because of the person that they hurt, but because if anybody else finds out, what will they think? There are people who don't cheat because of that. I know it. So with the Two of Cups, the Devil, and the Hermit, I feel like it's saying, you know, talk to them about what is the issue. What's the devil in the room? What is your issue with me? You know. And then the Hermit, I feel it's like be as honest as you can with them. Go within inside of you and try to find answers of how to best show you have good intentions, you know, because who knows, you know, at the root of it, it could just be, for whatever reason, you don't know what happened in the past. They could be like overprotective over this person for a reason. You know, that's the other side of it. You don't know what other people are thinking. You just think this guy's being a dick or this lady's being a dick. There could be a reason. There could not be. They could just be a dick. That's true. But take a minute, you know, after you talk to them and you figure out what is the issue, think about it. Let it simmer a little bit. And try to see their perspective and try to see if you can come up with like a conclusion. Projected outcome, 7 of Swords. You may have to get your shit and get out of there. You might. There may not be any this card is making me feel like they're like, alright, I'm watching you. You know, like something like that. I feel like maybe it's on, like, you're on probation still. You know, they're watching you. You're both kind of, here's like anime rivals. But you go to the same school. So you're both kind of keeping your eye on each other, seeing if you're living up to, I just don't want my kid to get hurt, and I don't want to hurt them. You're both kind of like feeling each other out still. I think that's what the projected outcome will be, is like, wait and see if there's anything hidden still gonna come out. What are the secrets? You know, you may learn one or two, because I see these 2 swords that are kind of like in the ground, like a couple that were dropped. You know, I feel like those 2 swords in the ground it's like, those were your contributions to this conversation. You know, that was a little insight you both gave each other. Yeah. And now you're gonna move on from there and take it one step at a time, I think. message from your future self is the Empress. So, I think that's just saying, you know, you have the experience to deal with people in a mature way. So just make sure you're doing that. I feel like this is like a very important time to utilize all of your best abilities, you know. You are deciding whether or not to, like, is this worth it? I feel like, not even maybe just because of the family. That's terrible. I've never had to really deal with the family I didn't get along with a person I was dating or anything. But I can imagine it would be terrible. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. I feel like that's saying, like, there are definitely things you can learn out of the situation. This is a very, I think this is a different situation for you, because I feel like the way you're being portrayed with the Temperance and the Sun is very, nice, happy, cheerful, grounded. Maybe a little inner turmoil, but that's okay. And then the Empress. I feel like maybe no one's ever been like, no, I don't want you dating my daughter, son. I don't feel like you've ever been disliked like this. And I think maybe that's why you're so apt to, like, why? Tell me why you don't like me. Some people just won't like you because you have brown hair. No reason. You don't like your voice. You remind them of their ex. I don't know. Weird shit. You sat next to their boyfriend in 3rd grade. I don't know, like, weird. People are weird. People are weird. I'll block somebody like on Instagram or something. I don't even know. I'm like, I don't like your face. And I don't know why you're being popped up is suggested to me. I get a weird vibe from that when people that I don't know are suggested to me. That kind of maybe have a, like, roundabout connection, kind of, to someone maybe I might know or have looked at their page or something. I'm like, I'm just gonna block you. Yeah, so I definitely have a few people blocked that I don't know. One, I felt like it was like a fake name, and I was like, why? And I think they tried to follow me. That's different. This person tried to follow me, and I think their name was like Justin Love. That's what it was. It was Justin Love, and I was like, Justin Love? That's not a name. That is not a name. Just in Love? Nope. I blocked him. This was years ago, but I'll never forget. I'm like, that's dumb. I'm sorry if that's really with someone. It might have even been on a different account, but I won't forget. I'm like, that's someone. That's not a name. Okay, let me clarify a little bit for you guys. I feel like I don't need this outing. I guess I'll use the little deck. I think I'm only gonna go around once. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's take a little look. Let's clarify some things. I'm already tired. I haven't even started my day. Like, I can't wait to get home and do nothing. Two wands. Alright, so let's see. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about the person projecting the evil eye. Uncle Mike Collective, please. Thank you. Nine of Swords. Can you have another one, please? Okay, I think they're, yeah, they're worried about what this, like, what this union will, cause in the future, how this will, like, shape their, like, family, I think, or something like that. Like, what's gonna happen. They're worried about maybe how this will change things. Yeah, and they have a lot to say about it. Tell me why. You could be a Sagittarius, or your significant other could be, maybe not. Yeah, they think you're going to hurt. So, you know what, and this might not even be this doesn't have to be like necessarily a parent. You know, it can be an older sibling who's like looking out for this person, or a friend, like that's who's like family, who's looking out for this person, you know, and they're gonna hurt you. It's almost like they almost think like you're too good to be true. You know, maybe you're like in the middle of breaking up with somebody, or in the middle of a divorce, or something like that, and this parent, uncle, cousin, friend, whatever, found out, and they're telling you that you're just gonna do the same thing to them. I don't know if you did anything. but it's like, I feel like it's like really like the end of a divorce, like you're moving out. You know, you guys are broken up. You guys are, you know, like this new embarkment on a relationship is not affecting the one that you're leaving. It's over already, if this is the case, you know. It might not be for everybody, but it's definitely coming through for someone. Some people, it's just they're just they're afraid this person is falling into I think they have a pattern. I think they date terrible people. And they're just like, yeah, there's another one. And I don't think you are. But I think because you're like probably like so nice or so whatever, they're like, ugh. You know, they're so trained to look for like, this is not true. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting. Because they're projecting heartache onto it already. And tell me how they're doing this. What's this? Knight of Swords, Five of Swords, and Eight of Wands, please. Yeah, they are definitely taking action, talking shit. That's definitely for sure. And telling everybody what they think about the situation. But again, if this has been like a pattern for this person, this friend, this child, this whatever, yeah, Three of Pentacles. They're out talking all this shit, and people are like, oh. It's like, the British are coming, the British are coming. Collective is coming. Why are they so like invested, right? No, I don't think so. I was gonna say maybe this is your ex, but I don't think so. I think it's someone older. Maybe it's even like your ex mother-in-law, father-in-law, something like that. I don't know. It's somebody like family but older. Depending on how long you were with your ex, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't feel... What am I doing? Yeah, I don't feel like a 3. I think this was already upside down on accident. Okay. Alright, Spirit. And then tell me, please, about the 8. I'll take it. 3 of Cups. I'm not gonna take it. I'll put it aside, maybe. It kind of like fell off the bottom. No, you know, I'll put it back. If it comes out again, it was supposed to, because I've had that happen plenty of times. And I'm like, Tell me about the 8 of Wands. Like, you didn't listen to me the first time. Please can I have 1 for the 8 of Wands? Thank you. 5 of Pentacles. Yep. So they run around talking all this nonsense about you. You know, 5 of Swords, that's that win at all costs. They don't care who they hurt. They are just and again, if it's not like their kids, like I said, they don't care if they hurt their kids. They don't care if they hurt this person who's involved with you, whatever they are to them. I think that you are trying to like offer them, hey, I'll hook you up with this person. And they're like, literally, I'm dating collective. It's like, yeah, but I do. And they are trying to make you like feel left out. They're trying to make you feel isolated, trying to make you feel like an outsider. They're trying to make you feel uncomfortable when you like are at places with this person. Or they're trying to make you assume even that they've talked about you to these people, so when you go places you're like, I don't know if this is somebody who likes me. And that's where the discernment comes in, like trying to figure out who has the evil eye for you. Yeah, from the beginning. That's why you're kind of lingering in the Fool energy before you start the journey. I'm telling you, looking at who's around you, yeah, I don't blame you. So tell me about how to deal with it. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, like, you want to work on this, or what? Like, show them that you're solid. You don't even have to, and I hate that. And I know that's part of it. Like, I don't need to prove myself to this person, but sometimes we have to do bullshit to make life easier for ourselves, right? This is one of those times I feel like just put a little effort into this person. They'll probably really appreciate it. Again, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what their hang-ups are. Everyone could have been an asshole. Telling for the devil. You know, in this Two of Cups, maybe they're telling you about why. Like, this happened, and then this happened to this person, and then this happened to collectives. Yeah. Five of Swords again. So if you decided that it's worth it, and you want to be with this person, and you want to go through this, even if you get to this point, talk to them. Both give your coins, give your sides of everything, you know what I mean? And then if you want to continue on, you're gonna have to just prove to this person that you want to be with this person. If you love this person enough, you're gonna have to win at all costs too. So you're both, yeah. If you really do. If you don't, leave. If you don't, leave, because you're gonna have to put in effort for this one. Yeah. And I think the Hermit's saying that too. Like, you gotta think about it. Once you talk about everything, they're like, well, this is why I feel this way. And if you really love them, you're like, well, this is why I feel this way. But that's what I think you have to decide too. I think that's part of the Lovers card. I think you have to decide if you do. Or don't waste your time. What's the Hermit? And I think that's what this person's worried about. Like, please just don't waste their time. They have gone through this countless times, and it's just crazy. Eight of Swords with the Hermit, yeah. You're kind of taking in whatever this conversation was and thinking about your next steps, whether you're going to fight or not. Possible outcome with that Seven of Swords. I think it's proceeding with caution. I think it's not jumping fully in. Like, listen, again, those two swords representing your conversation. Like, listen, I told you what I am. I'm not begging you. That's what I think it is. I'm not begging you. I told you what I am. And you guys are, again, like, just watching each other. I'm watching you. I have nipples. Can you milk me, Faulker? That's, yeah, total. It's trying. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so proceeding with caution, one day at a time. I think the Seven of Pentacles came up. It's like you're watching, seeing how it goes. And the Lovers came up again. And it's and then you'll revisit that decision when it comes to it. You don't have to make a serious decision yet. You can just date them. You don't have to, you know, be like, listen. If you love a person, yeah, sure, jump in. But if you're like, I'm just dating them, I don't know what's gonna happen, I'm not committing to you that I'm gonna like marry this person, you know, stand your ground as well. Don't get sucked into something you don't want to be in. You know, I think you'll let it grow a little bit and then revisit the decision. And message from your future self. Yeah, Empress, stand in your Empress energy. And the Hierophant, you know what, go get advice. Or seek out information or self-help or whatever. Pray. Go to church. Whatever it is you need to do. To help you make a decision clearly. There's no rules. Please, can I just have one more? This one. Thank you. Oh, great. So the Empress with the High Priestess. A message from your future self. Yeah. Stay grounded. Stay observant. Listen to your intuition. And, use what you know to do it. I think you're okay. I think it's nerve-wracking when it's like other people are like, what's wrong with you? Why are you making this difficult? King of Swords. I feel like they're aggressive, like wanting to be so defensive. Like, why? Like, if the person's not accusing you of anything, why is it somebody else? Or, you know, maybe they are jealous of your relationship for some reason. Maybe it's not like a parent. Maybe it's like an older brother, an older sister, or whatever. Again, people are weird. Like, why do you, when someone starts getting involved in your relationship like this, like stepping in, like, no, you can't. Like, who are you? Who are you? Probably a hypocrite, first of all. The devil came up here a couple times. Maybe a Capricorn. Leo's out here. I think we have Aries over here. I'm not doing like signs for this. You'll know who it is. Alright. Loss for your Oracle card. Sometimes we must lose things and people to appreciate them and their value. Then other times we must lose to gain. So maybe... Also, where is this person and why aren't they saying something? That's a good question too. Like, why are you letting this person, like, harass and bully me? But remember, the thing is, you don't see any of this, mostly. This is all behind the scenes stuff. Until you finally, like, what's up? I'm not stupid. Alright, collective, I don't know what the heck this is all about, but someone in your significant other's family does not, or friend group, or someone in their surroundings doesn't like you, is judging you, etc., etc. This is an uphill battle. They're like trying to, I don't know why. I don't know what you did. I'm getting the vibe, it's just because, you know, they've been hurt before by people, and they're really, really overprotective of them somehow. So I really hope this is like someone who should be overprotective of them, not someone who's trying to be overprotective of them, but really just trying to manipulate them. And it wouldn't be convenient if they were with you, because maybe possibly you might give them a backbone. That's another storyline that possibly is coming up, is the why. Why don't you want them with collective. Maybe we'll find out. Alright guys, like and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, and I'll try to do another video tonight, definitely tomorrow morning. Alright, have a great day.